Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. There is a video of police officers during the Sabasaba demonstration when Kenyans or other citizens were coming out to face them off. And when you look at the kind of very ugly scenario that these police officers are passing through as the orders from the above is that they must combat these demonstrators, protesters, and also those who are coming out to show their anger towards this government of William Samoei Ruto. As we speak now, the police officers are bringing trouble as they are feeling like this government is using them. Because at the same time, when you look at, for example, this video, realize that it is a kind of pathetic moment that these police officers always go through during the demonstration. No one is coming out to advocate for these police officers. When it comes to their salaries, it's poor. When it comes to where they're living, their houses condition where they're living is very poor. When it comes to food, these people are also like common Kenyans who are passing these challenges. You just imagine, during the demonstration, the other day, Sabasaba, the way you watch the video. For example, a police officer is being injured. Initially, we heard that there was a big problem when it comes to funding these police officers, having medical support by the government. And you saw the kind of ugly scenario that was there, where some police officers were injured during the initial demonstration. You saw the police officer who was killed, or rather died, during the demonstration in Kisii. I think it was Kisii or Nyamira. As we speak now, there was a certain kind of punitive narrative that it was the demonstrators of Azimio who came out killing the police officer, which it is not true. It was a vehicle of police, their own vehicle, who came out kicking that police officer. Then after dying, it is a claim that now it was the demonstrators Azimio who came out killing that police officer. When you look at this current narrative and the protest that police officers are putting across, it is such a kind of unsatisfactory kind of protest that police officers are feeling like we are being used during the mandamanos, during the demonstration, as we are busy dispersing people, as we are busy teargassing people, sometimes live bullet. It is not necessary. What we are being told with close officers, with the kind of intelligence reports that we are getting, is that police officers are suggesting that can we protect these demonstrators during the mandamano, so that when these demonstrators are demonstrating, let us not let us not create this kind of havoc towards the demonstrators. Because always also, when you create havoc and you start dispersing the demonstrators by tear gassing them, by threatening them, you want to tell me that the demonstrators will not come out to defend themselves. And by defending themselves, they will either put fire on the roads, they will stone the police officer the way you watch the video. It is a kind of ugly scenario that if this government want to follow the constitution of the Republic of Kenya, as per the Article 37 of the Constitution, that states that a common mwananchi has the right to protest, demonstrate, picket across the Republic of Kenya as per the law, as long as he or she is unarmed. But look at the kind of scenario we are seeing is that, for example, during the Sabasaba at Kamkunji, we saw, and I was there, we saw the people were so peaceful. Nothing was wrong. The Raila came and everything went smoothly. No one was armed, you know. I know some people will say that, how can I know that people are unarmed? But again, you must realize that during the rally, when Raila Odinga was arriving at Kamkunji grounds, people were so peaceful. People were celebrating, people were dancing and cheering the Azimio team. So when you look at this kind of rally, when Raila Odinga came out ordering his supporters that now it is our time to go and storm the street. By storming the street, it doesn't mean that it is a kind of anarchy. It doesn't mean that they are going to remove William Ruto from the office. It is just words. But what the Azimio is doing with other Kenyans is that, can their voices be listened to when it comes to the high cost of living? As it has been outlined in the finance bill of William Samuel Ruto. So it is a kind of punitive act of some individuals from the government offices from above to come out to enforce police officers. At the same time, these police officers are facing the same challenge that these Kenyans who are storming the streets are passing through. As we speak, the salaries of the police officers is so low. When Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto took an oath of office, they said that immediately they were going to drop the Bible, they were going to increase the salary of the police officers. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua came out complaining that the petition of Raila Amolo Odinga in the Supreme Court was derailing them or delaying an increment of police officers' salary. As we speak now, they have not gotten an increment of their salaries, despite of the SRC coming out to propose that the civil servants are going to be added their salaries. But when you look at kind of police officers are passing a very hectic moment, because at the same time they are being injured. As we speak now, is there any list that has been released by the government? Those police officers who are injured during the Sabasaba, a lot of them, which the government does not want to disclose. Some were injured in Kisii, where they were being stoned. Some were injured in Kisumu, they were stoned. Some in Nairobi, they were stoned, you know. Some in Mombasa, they were stoned. In fact, some in Mombasa, they were so restless, they never knew what to do because of kind of the kind of anger that was in between the people. So I had also Rigathi Gachagua that is saying that maandamano was only in Nairobi, Kisumu and Migori, 3 counties. It means Rigathi Gachagua is living in his own country. He never saw what happened in Mombasa. He never saw what happened in Nairobi here. He never saw what happened in Western, Kakamega. He never saw what happened in Kisii, different parts of the Republic of Kenya. In fact, what the Azimio team did was to divide themselves so that this narrative that Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto's allies are always saying that this demonstration, it is only for the Luos in Nairobi, Kibera, and Kisumu. When you saw the maandamano demonstration in Machakos, despite of peaceful demonstration in Machakos, you saw what happened during some members of parliament in Kisii, some members of parliament in Mombasa. It was a kind of showing Rigathi Gachagua and his team that it is time for all Kenyans. It is not a matter of Raila Amolo Odinga. It is a matter of all Kenyans, including those police officers who are teargassing people. So there is a kind of police officers are offset. They don't agree at all. We are being told that now they are requesting, can they protect the protesters? Can they protect the picketers and demonstrators during the maandamano, so that they should not tear gas them? Because through tear gassing these demonstrators is a kind of creating havoc among Kenyans who are demonstrating. And this is why the chaos are erupting, because Kenyans will not just keep quiet. watching and seeing the way police officers are creating havoc towards their tear gassing people. So that is whatever is happening. So ladies and gentlemen, what I support towards the claims of police officers, as they are claiming that as Azimio wants to demonstrate, let them come out and protect the demonstrators, picketers in CBD, even if it is in Mombasa, so that as they are finishing, it will be easier for them. They have kept order, no violence, no chaos. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, as the way happened in Machakos, no police was there. Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much. Bye-bye.